here.
Let's get this started. Hello! Hey! Hi everyone! And thanks for tuning in to the first episode of PlayStation Year 1. This new and ill-advised series where I'm looking at every PlayStation game released in its first year of life here in North America. I'm your host, Danny Cowan, and with me here is my stream manager and layout artist, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. Hope you like the graphics and the editing work I do.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Thanks.
Today we're looking at the first two fighting games released for the PlayStation. One of them you see right here. It's a little 2D fighter called Street Fighter the Movie, also known as Street Fighter the Movie the Game, if you want to be a jerk about it. And after this we're playing Battle Arena Toshinden, which is a different game.
A fun game.
No, this is also fun.
Okay, you're right.
Anyway, I have a lot to say about Street Fighter the Movie, so let's just go ahead and get started. This game was released at the PlayStation's launch. It was one of the first 10 games available, arriving along Toshinden, Ridge Racer, other things like that. Today I hope to play through Story Battle Mode, which is very difficult, very cheap, and I may not actually end up completing it, so I'm going to set it on easy mode and give myself every advantage possible there.
Good luck.
Thanks. Now, in addition to a traditional arcade mode, which is called Street Battle Mode, there is Movie Battle Mode, which is a combination fighting game and visual novel.
I have been informed by Badger, Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
Eventually.
First of all, if you're not aware, there was a Street Fighter live-action movie released in 1994 starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia, among many other people. It was pretty much a disaster in filmmaking terms, but it actually made money. It was a success internationally, if not domestically.
I, as the film fan here, think it's an underrated film in many ways.
Considering all the problems that went into its development, it's kind of a miracle it came out as good as it did. Anyway, the game covers the basic plot. Peacekeeping forces led by Guile are trying to take control of this island country called Shadowloo, which is being ruled over by the evil General Bison. And in response, Bison has taken hostages from Guile's crew, so he has to free them. Now, in a very strange decision that I cannot comprehend, the game starts with a fight against Bison that you are not intended to win. Like, you can try all you want, but odds are your first time fighting Bison, you will not beat him. And in fact, it's actually better to get beaten by him as quickly as possible, as I'll explain later. Like, okay, there's several games that start with unwinnable battles, right? Like RPGs. But the difference there is that you start off weak, and then you get strong, and then you eventually kick those guys' asses who killed you in the beginning, and it's satisfying. Here, you don't level up. You're the same Guile here you are at the beginning of the game as you are at the end of the game. And Bison is just as strong and just as cheap here as he is at the end of the game, so there's really no point to this. And, a little tidbit you may not know, I actually managed to beat this Bison last night, and the story continues as if nothing happened. So even if you do spend the time trying to beat Bison, it's completely pointless.
Yes, Meps comments that it's just like Demon Souls.
It's exactly like Demon Souls. It's got to whip you into shape. So anyway, even if you beat Bison, he demands the total withdrawal of all your troops and $1 billion ransom. This is a line from the movie right here, slightly edited. I believe the actual line is something like, "I'm gonna kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard that the next Bison wannabe is gonna feel it."
That is a spot on Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Here we see Cammy, who is supposed to be Kylie Minogue. I'm not sure if this is actually her or not.
Kylie Minogue was Cammy?
Yeah.
I didn't
It was actually a deal. They were filming in Australia, and they were like, "Okay, you got to put one Australian in this movie since we're letting you film here." And the only uncast role was Cammy. And the director looked in an Australian magazine, and the first picture he saw was Kylie Minogue. So that's how that decision was made. Anyway, Cammy guides you through the story. She's your conscience. She tries to guide you on the moral pathway you take throughout the game. We can either head into town or watch the harbor where we'll fight Ken. Let's go to the harbor. What is? Yeah. As we approach the harbor, we see Ken. Ken's a con man who wants to rip off gangs, so he's actually a good guy. The weird thing...
He's just like Omar from The Wire.
This game tries to justify you fighting your friends by, like, everyone being like, "No, I'm the best good guy. You can't be a good guy. I'm going to fight you to prove that I'm a better good guy than you," which is kind of strange. So anyway, you have to fight Ken. And I should mention now, I'm going to lose a lot. Every enemy in this game can, at any point, suddenly decide to go apeshit AI-wise and just completely whoop you and end the match. I've practiced a lot, but it's all up to the computer to see if it decides to screw me over.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
It is, yes. Lovely digitized graphics. You'll notice the preferred moves I tend to use are backdrops and throws because they do by far the most damage. Wow, Ken. A thing I've noticed in story mode, it may be my imagination, but I'm pretty sure it's not, is that all the enemies do way more damage than you do, and you do very little damage to them. So it's really kind of unfair, and I don't like it all that much. On the other hand, it's still very much worth playing through, as you'll hopefully see at the end. Come on. We got a flowchart Ken here. Just sure you can, no matter what. Okay. Ken's actually really easy. I'm glad I didn't lose to him. That would have been embarrassing.
Did you see how happy Jean-Claude Van Damme was that he won? Just
Yeah,
like,
that was his adaptation of Guile's win pose from the game, which is strange and different, and is just his own thing. Anyway, by beating the crap out of Ken, he's talking to us, and he wants us to go see someone else. And he also wants us to free Ryu. But we're not going to do that, because Ryu's an asshole. We're going to go to the black market. Over here we find E Honda. The E stands for Edmund.
Edmund!
Edmund
Hey, Edmund.
Honda. And he's our gatekeeper here. We need to talk to Chun-Li, but first we gotta beat him up. Because E Honda and Chun-Li both have their own plans to take down Bison. And we can't be better good guys than they are. They're the ultimate good guys. You should do some esports commentary.
Man, I unfortunately know so little about fighting games. All I know is I barely know about wrestling, so that was a kick of some sort. E Honda is gone. Guile won
He's
the
gone
fight.
but not forgotten.
He's fine. That would be a cool punch.
Yes, I did the cool punch.
And a flying butt move.
I think that is actually what's that called. Yeah, it's the flying butt move.
I feel bad because I'm like, Because there's plenty of moves with asses in wrestling, but I'm not sure of what they're called other than the stink face, and I don't think everything is a stink face.
It's called the hip drop in Japan, I believe.
Okay. Oh, you mean the actual name, not me just talking about asses and...
One interesting thing you may have seen is this game introduces EX special attacks, where you throw more than one special attack at once if your super meter is filled. I don't think they introduced that until Street Fighter 4, but it's definitely in there. And this game is basically a trailblazer. We have another chance to release Ryu. We're not going to do that, because screw him.
Yeah, I'm with commenter Terror Baltimore on that Kylie Minogue FMV being amazing.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, bop, bop, bop. Anyway, here's Chun-Li in her tent.
Cool tent.
She's planning something.
I hope it's cool.
And we're not going to ruin it.
Okay, let's not ruin it.
No, we have to ruin it. We're Guile. We gotta save our dudes.
You're right.
Round one.
This is a pretty nice tent, actually, I gotta say.
Holy cow! When did that tent get a floor like that? That's amazing. Oh hey, BBH is here. Hey BBH.
Oh sweet, hey dude.
Also,
that guy actually knows how to play fighting games, so I'm just gonna be embarrassing myself.
Yeah, BBH states that the first Street Fighter game with EX moves was Street Fighter 3 Second Impact.
Oh yeah, that's right, it was in 3. Still, this came before. Trailblazer. Why even bother playing other Street Fighters?
Exactly.
Yes, the air backdrop, that does a ton of damage. Come on, Chun. No.
Oh man, rip.
I have been embarrassed live on stream.
I do love the gifs of those, like BBH comment on the belly dancers, and yeah, those gifs are beautiful.
Those GIFs are some of the better looking GIFs in this game. I have seen some super shitty ones.
You know, I'm just, for some reason, I'm just imagining them just doing that to some Limp Bizkit. That's just, I just hear Urban Assault Vehicle in the back of my head as they just have fun here.
Had Limp Bizkit on the soundtrack to this movie? Had Limp Bizkit been invented back then?
Actually, I'm not sure when Limp Bizkit was invented in the small 409 laboratory or whatever. Invented in the Johnson & Johnson kitchen. Ooh, good job.
Thank you.
You win. Round
As you might notice, there's a running timer through this mode. If you run out, you lose, and you get the bad ending. Therefore, it's not just important to beat these people, it's important to beat them fast. But, as I mentioned before, the problem is they take very little damage compared to you, so you need to hang back and take your time. So therefore, it's really great that they put a timer in the game. I'm really glad they did that.
It's nice of them.
You'll also see me rely on a very few moves, a very limited move set. That's because a lot of the moves Guile has available, the computer will instantly read them and just counterattack and murder you. So I'm sticking with what works. Also, I am by no means a professional fighting game player. If you play against me, you will see me jump back and throw fireballs all day. Which is fine against the computer, not so much against real people.
I don't know. They could.
Anyway, we're gonna be the instrument of Chun-Li's revenge. We've changed our mind. And we're at the halfway point. We know where Bison's base is, and we're gonna go kick his ass.
Sorry, Kylie here. Just just eating a bunch of invisible Reese's cups, man.
However, plot twist. Just as we're getting ready to invade Bison's base, those yellow-bellied Allied Nations secretaries order a ceasefire thinking that it's quote-unquote not good to negotiate with terrorists. A diplomatic end. What is
diplomacy?
What is this social justice warrior bullshit? Anyway, Cammy, being the voice of reason in my head, who may or may not exist, orders me to go against official orders and find Bison myself. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Get court-martialed, dishonorably discharged, whatever. Who gives a shit? I'm Kyle. So we gotta take down Bison. And here I wanna ask for your opinion, Alex.
Okay.
We can reach his base by truck or by new stealth boat.
Wait, do we... Oh my god, so, branching path. Well, first thing you're thinking is like, well, obviously, you see the truck, but you see the stealth boat. You think to yourself, that can't be as amazing as it sounds. So you're like, well, maybe I should take the truck, but it's a stealth boat. It's a stealth boat.
You can't pass up the opportunity to ride on a stealth boat if it's being offered. We're taking the stealth boat.
We're taking the stealth boat.
Anyway, here we are on the stealth boat.
Nice stealth boat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
They built like a whole mission on top of this stealth boat. Also, these scenes have no context, and they don't really have any impact, because it just kind of plays generic music on top of them. They're just in there because you gotta have FMV in a PlayStation game, I suppose. Oh, this is good. You guys are gonna like this. We have infiltrated Bison's secret laboratory, and as I look around, a huge beast leaps out at me. Are you familiar with the Street Fighter character Blanka?
I'm a little familiar, yes. What about Blanka?
Green guy, beast man, lives in Brazil. His stage has that giant fish. Well, here's Blanka.
Blanka looks like he looks like an aging surfer Carrot Top.
I was just gonna say he looks like Carrot Top, yeah. He's got those camo shorts.
He just looks so sad. Hey, Porky, what happened, man? What happened with your prop comedy, friend?
It just didn't work out. He still has all his moves though. He can roll, he can bite your head, he even does the electric thing, as you saw just then. God, I love this game. It's pretty great.
I wish I could have smarter commentary, but all I can think of is just this Carrot Top special I saw as a teen.
Was he dressed like this?
No, I'm pretty sure he had a shirt on, but this could be his chairman of the board stage here.
Also in back of the stage, on the right, you'll see a scientist. Care to guess who that is?
That's a good question. Birdie.
Birdie?
You know.
Seriously? That was the last name I was expecting to say.
It could be Birdie, you don't know.
Adon.
Akuma?
It's Dhalsim, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes, Dhalsim's a scientist in this movie.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
It's not
He created
Birdie.
I'm pretty sure it's not Birdie.
Okay.
He created Blanka as part of Bison's evil experiment. However, he had a tinge of conscience at the end, and he allowed Blanka to keep his mental capacity, to allow him to remain human. Even though he's been turned into, well, not really all that different. He still looks pretty human. He's just... Actually, the funny thing is, as you may know, Street Fighter the movie exists in two different forms, video game-wise. There's an arcade game, and there's this console version. They're both completely different games, but they use the same digitized graphics. The arcade game didn't include Blanka, and according to the the lead artist on the project, I believe, who posted this expose to the Shoryuken forums.
Ooh, expose.
He said it was because Blanka wasn't finished. And yet, here he is. Like, how did they get this footage? I have to assume that they used the unfinished footage for this game.
Or they hired Carrot Top.
Or they may have hired Carrot Top to act out the role of Blanka. Oh, I'm happy I won that one. Anyway, two different games. The people who made the arcade version created all the digitized graphics for this game. It was this company called Incredible Technologies, based out of Chicago. You may know them as the creators of Time Killers and Bloodstorm, two pretty awful arcade games that really only existed because they had graphic violence, and like the big thing was that you could dismember and decapitate your opponents. Anyway, Capcom handed the rights to Street Fighter over to them and told them to make an arcade game. Also, another thing here, that's Carlos Blanka. Blanka's first name is Carlos, aka Charlie, who later appears in Street Fighter Alpha. That's not canon in any way. Alex did the most predictable thing in the world and looked up the image of Johnny Cage switching to Bloodstorm. So that's what I'm looking at right now.
I'm going to put that in chat here because since we're discussing Bloodstorm, here's the kind of company that Capcom decided to hand this over to. So, I'll show you all that.
That's right. Johnny Cage himself, Daniel Pesina, has switched to Bloodstorm.
That's what it says. Daniel Pesina, who starred as Johnny Cage. So, yes.
And I've never seen a more hype-looking man in my life.
Anyway, so this is, yeah.
Anyway, that may have been Carlos Blanka. Bison must have experimented on him. But let's drop that. Let's move on. Here's a path leading inside. Let's head inside.
Let's just head inside.
Let's get this over with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've lost yet. That's actually worrisome. Because I have the suspicion the computer is really going to ramp up the difficulty. Anyway, this is Zangief. In the movie, he's portrayed as kind of a dummy. He's just kind of like...
Oh, yeah! He kind of is.
He also has my single favorite moment in the movie where he's like watching a TV screen of Guile about to bust in with a tank. And he says, "Quick, change the channel!" It's... The movie has a lot of really good and understated humor in it, which is kind of strange. It's not what you'd expect from Street Fighter the movie.
Poor Zangief.
Oh shit. So while Incredible Technologies moved on to make a really, really bad arcade fighting game, they handed their digitized graphics files to Capcom, who pretty much just remade Super Street Fighter 2, but with digitized characters in place of the sprite art. So that's what this is. This plays like Super Street Fighter 2. It plays fine, actually. It's a little strange, and it looks goofy as shit, because some of the digitized frames don't exactly line up with the original graphics. But it does its job. It's quite alright. Come on, Zangief.
Come on.
Oh god, no.
Oh.
What a way to go.
You lose.
He's so happy about beating you.
Also, in dark stages like this, you can kind of see the flaws in the digitization process. Like, a lot of these characters look blue.
I would assume that's just lighting problems when they took the lighting of the original stuff, and it's, yeah.
Oh god. So what they did when they were filming this is they put all the original actors, except for Raul Julia, he had to use a stand-in. They used all the original actors, put them under a series of a few dozen super hot spotlights, slathered them down in baby oil, and had them stand on a turntable and rotate to film all these moves. Can you imagine?
So how much baby oil?
Just covered head to toe in baby
Just
oil.
drowning in baby oil.
Mm-hmm.
Original actors, too, they couldn't even eat...
Yeah,
Other than
so
Ryan.
Kylie, imagine being Kylie Minogue, forced to wear this ridiculous leotard, slathered in baby oil,
Just spinning on a platform.
put under heat lamps like you're some kind of rotisserie chicken or something, while all these sweaty nerds film you.
Human hot dog, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It was a pretty cool production. It's nothing that could ever happen again, I'm sure.
So Game Quarter mentions that the company is now making boatloads of cash with a golden tea now.
Yep, they're the Golden Tea people. And, yeah, the Golden Tea Golf that's in every single bar across North America.
So,
that's made by them.
So Johnny Cage has switched to, golf, I assume.
Johnny Cage made the right decision in the end.
Oh, nice.
Good. I'm glad I could beat Zangief.
You win.
I think next is Sagat, and that's the major roadblock here. If I can beat Sagat, we're golden. We're completely good. This stream is a success. If I can't beat him, catastrophic failure. I have to disconnect from the internet, change my name, move.
The documentary series is over. We're going
It's all
underground. Over. Oh, hey, M-Dog friends are here. Wow, big
Cool.
full house. We're playing Street Fighter, the movie, the game on the PlayStation 1, because we are here for a new documentary series entitled, what would this series be entitled, Danny?
It's called PlayStation Year 1. It's this thing where I intend to take a look at every game released for the PlayStation in its first year. And it's not just streams. After this, I hope to use the footage to do, like, more in-depth looks at these games, because they're pretty interesting. It was an interesting time in the industry, and I want, if just for my own curiosity's sake, I want to find out what these games' deals are.
And there's... These games are hard to figure out, but beautiful to watch.
They're pretty inexplicable, yeah, especially something like this. So we're going to Bison's room here. However, in here we find not Bison, but Sagat.
Wow, rude.
This guy, I've practiced against him a lot. He is cheap as hell. I may not beat him. I hope he won't be too harsh on me if I'm unable to beat him. You'll also notice that Bison has really nice furnishings. Like, I want to live in Bison's room.
Alright, let's see.
Guy's got
I'll
an
be
eye
the judge of that.
He's got an eye for decor.
Whoa!
Look at this place.
Whoa, look at the... Ooh!
He's got like twin... What are those, Anubises?
Look at that crystal skull fireplace!
He's got a picture of himself as a sad clown back there.
Oh my god, you're right, he does. Look at that!
You also almost never want to jump at this guy because he'll just tiger uppercut you, and that's bad news.
Hey, do you get a bad ending if you did the other path that you chose earlier? Asks the Quarter.
You get a bad ending if you run out of time. All paths lead to the same ending. However, you do fight different characters depending on which path you take. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, good. This is actually pretty good. Come on. Yes! Good start, good start.
Nice.
Time is also a problem here, because I need to take my time to fight this guy, but I don't have much time left. I'm just gonna keep doing this, Sagat. I can do this all day. You and your tigers.
See, I just that sad clown. Everybody, that sad clown.
It's so
Just
good.
that is beautiful. That is.
That is a detail I actually really like in this
Someone
game.
had to someone had to draw that. Someone had to draw not just that, shade that, so it looks like it's in that sort of, you know, whatchamacallit perspective there. Someone just had to, they had to do the painting and then add in additional lighting for where the sad clown painting would be in the room.
This is looking good. I don't want to say anything. Oh god, he's cornered me.
It's okay.
Okay, he jumped back miraculously. He almost never does that. Usually if he gets up on you, it's pretty much all over. I know this is the least impressive playthrough of all time, but trust me, it is better than watching me fight this fight over and over again, getting madder and more furious every time I lose. Okay, we're good. This stream was a success.
Alright, we did it.
Bison, I may lose a couple of times, but here's the thing. The timer is gone. We can continue as many times as we want. All we gotta do is kill this guy.
As Kylie and Minot eats more invisible cups
Ow,
of Reese's
ow,
Pieces.
ow. Delicious.
No, I'm just assuming she just put a bunch of Reese's Pieces into like one of those plastic red cups, and it's just like just like invisibly drink. Oh, good, you're gonna find Bison and kick his butt.
Mm-hmm. Man, when you're a movie star, you can get away with that. You can just drink entire cups of Reese's Pieces. You can like liquefy it.
But she's not like. I guess you could. I was gonna say she's known more as a musician than a movie star, but
And her addiction to Reese's Pieces, yeah.
and her love of Reese's Pieces, I suppose, just eating them like.
Okay, if you think less of me after that Sagat fight, you prepare to lose all respect for me completely, because the first time I fought Bison in this game, it took me maybe 20 tries to beat him. And the second time I tried to fight him, I couldn't beat him at all. Like, he is just the cheapest. We're talking SNK boss territory here as far as cheapness is concerned. He will read your moves. He will pull out charge moves without even needing to charge them. It is the pits. It is the worst. So after a while I thought, how did I beat Bison back on the Super Nintendo? And what I did was that all I did was hold back and jump kick in the corner. And that's how I beat Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo at maximum difficulty. Because it always works. He will always fall for it. And I was extremely pleased to find that the same strategy works in Street Fighter the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Now, it's not foolproof. Sometimes he'll snap out of whatever pattern he's in, but if you can get in a couple of backdrops like that, you're usually pretty good. So this is my strategy. This is how Danny plays fighting games.
Does it work? Then it's a legitimate strategy.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Bison, I'm right here. Expert 1cc super play.
MLG no scope.
MLG Bison no scope.
360 Bison no scope.
I bet everyone's left in disgust now.
No, but UBH has said that he wishes the film ended like this, which I also...
Jean-Claude Van Damme just being like, come get me, bro. You can't touch me.
Just
Also, I'm German now. Also, oh, I really like this cutscene. Look what happens to Bison here. Oh! He did that to himself. He threw himself into that control panel. Also, this is ridiculous.
I love Raul Julius so freaking much.
Yeah.
Rip, man, fucking love you.
In case you hadn't heard, he died shortly before this movie came out. It was his last filmed role. He took the role because his children asked for it, and he used the opportunity to get closer to them, like he played Street Fighter with them to get into the role. So, you know, not a bad way to go out. Did it for your kids.
We have just breaking news. It turns out, as according to chat, that the Bison clown painting is very real.
Oh my god!
And he looks much more like John Wayne Gacy in it as well. Oh my god!
So that's a real painting, and they digitized an approximation of that for the game. That is a good detail.
Oh my goodness!
Anyway, as you see here, Bison cannot be destroyed that easily. It ain't over. The reason Bison was wearing that big, puffy, shiny suit that reflected all the studio lights was because it has some kind of resuscitation device in it. And now he's going to, hey Cammy, I killed uh-oh. Anyway, we gotta fight Bison again. Bad news, there's no difference in this fight between the last fight. The only difference is that he starts with a full super meter, and he's never going to use his super move. The only time he uses his super move is if he catches me using a... oh, he doesn't have a full... oh, wait, there it goes. It's charged. If he catches me using the Sonic Boom, he will immediately launch into his super move, pass through it, and hit me, taking off about half my life bar. More like 3/4, actually. It's really fair and cool. But the good news is that the exact same strategy still works.
I can't. Bison, come on.
Bison, come on, man. Get on my level.
Just...
I'm having a really easy time with this. I shouldn't
you're
say
doing
that,
amazing.
but after I'm proud to say that all the practice I put in over the last week is really paying off.
Yeah, Danny's just been practicing, literally, this amazing game.
Oh, you threw me. This works. It's working.
It's doing it. You're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Patience. Yes. Yes.
Nice.
That was a single credit clear. That is the first time I have ever done that. I didn't use a single continue. I single credit cleared Street Fighter the movie.
The game.
On stream. And yes, I used the worst tactics of all time to finish the game. But I'm still weirdly proud of that.
Number one.
Number one.
Here at Danny Cowan Enterprises.
Okay, in a second, this game, I figured it was worth playing through for the ending. And the ending's a little quiet, so what I'm going to do in a second is boost the game audio and disable our mic so that you can enjoy it on your own. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did the first time I finished this game. It's pretty great. Cammy, still eating those Reese's Pieces.
She's liquefied because...
he's so happy. Colonel Guile is a hero.
He's a hero.
By the way, if you get the bad ending, Colonel Guile is court-martialed, and then 2 years later, Bison uses the ransom money to unleash super soldiers on an unsuspecting world. Also, this image is the best.
That is the greatest thing I've seen in my life. Thank you.
As you can see here, they are all recreating their Street Fighter poses, their win poses, to varying effect. Some of them do a pretty good job. Van Damme, I don't know what he's doing there.
Grooming.
Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to disable our mic and boost the sound and get ready to enjoy this game's ending. So what'd you think? Did you guys enjoy that? Because I sure did. As I said in the chat, it really reminded me of music that would be in a Sega CD game. Like Batman Returns in specific. It's just the perfect end after you've fought Bison 20 times in a row and you finally beat him, and your reward is like a 7-minute long music video. It's just, this is the perfect ending. I could not ask for a better ending to this video game. Anyway, as we approach the top of the hour, I think me and Alex will play a little bit of the 2-player mode.
Nice. We're gonna play some game for you. I don't get the fancy stick, but...
Yes, you do.
Oh God, why? I was hoping I would be just able to use the other one and be like, oh, that's why I'm losing, instead of having to admit.
No, you have no excuse.
Oh, great.
Anyway, I'm terrible at this game unless I'm playing Guile, so if I don't pick Guile, you'll have a fair fight. I've never actually... I don't prefer to play as Guile. I don't like playing as him, so I was kind of forced to get good at him to beat movie battle mode in this game. You can do versus battle.
Okay.
Oh, Data, are you kidding?
Let's see what Data's there.
See, I was looking through the menus of this last night, trying to save my data, and as far as I can tell, there is no way to save your data in this game. I may be wrong, though. Let's see.
I'm the guy in red, apparently.
Yeah.
Is it only initials that let you enter in? Because...
Yeah, it looks like it's 3.
Ah.
Ale.
Ale!
No, I think you get 4, actually.
Good. Wow.
Alex versus Poop.
Oh my god.
Now, we only saw a small fraction of this game's roster in movie battle mode, so I'm going to try and pick characters who weren't in movie battle mode, including everyone's favorite,
Sawada.
Captain Sawada.
Do the Sawada Super. So, BBH and everyone here who knows about video games, especially fighting ones, I hope you're ready to watch me be very bad. Anyways, of course I'm playing as Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Oh wait, no. There's a good one. Choose the prison. I'll let you know when you get to it. Oh wait, it has to. No. Okay. It is. Maybe it's Ryu.
Well.
Yeah, it's Ryu. People were talking about the belly dancers in, I think it was Chun-Li's stage. These guys in this stage have much worse animation. I think you'll enjoy it. So, I mentioned before the production of this movie was troubled, and it's mostly Capcom's fault. First of all, the guy who directed this movie previously wrote action movies like Die Hard and 48 Hours. Is your controller broken?
No, I'm
okay.
playing. I just suck. Come on, man.
However, it was his first time directing a movie, and Capcom took advantage of his naivete and pretty much made a series of ridiculous demands that nobody should ever have to follow.
Like how? What kind of demands, Danny?
Like casting Captain Sawada. So as it turns out, at some point during production, Capcom was all like, hey, you know what would be great? If you replaced Ryu with this guy whose actual last name is Sawada, because he had been playing Ryu in like their commercials and stuff, and they were trying to build him as like some kind of icon over there or whatever. They were like, it's no problem, right? Just put him in the role of Ryu. And the guy was like, but I already cast Ryu. We've shot a bunch of scenes. You can't do this. This is ridiculous. And they were like, oh, it's fine. You can just make another character and insert him into the movie, and he'll be Captain Sawada. This guy, by the way, doesn't know any English. They had to dub all his lines and pretty much change the story around just to, you know, just insert him into the story, make him part of the Street Fighter universe.
And see, when Captain Sawada isn't around, Capcom says, Ryu and Ken and Cammy should be saying, where's Sawada?
I have to go now. My planet needs me. Captain Sawada died on the way back to his home planet.
Also, that shouldn't have happened, Danny.
I don't even care. I'm focusing more on talking. Also, I'm shit with Sawada because I've never played as him before. He can do some kind of sword move. I don't know. Apparently, in the arcade game, he has a lightsaber, so that's kind of strange.
Nice.
Save data. That's where you save data. In versus mode. Obviously.
Obviously. I'm gonna keep being... I'm sorry. Oh, this is just... I really enjoy this.
I do too.
I'm sorry, stream friends, but I just...
So DJ is another character who wasn't in the arcade version, supposedly because his digitization was incomplete. And yet, here he is. If I didn't mention it before, the console version by Capcom's internal studio, not sure if it's America or Japan, but it's basically just some kind of hack job of Super Street Fighter 2, so whatever. You can pick whatever stage you want.
Gamecoder states that Captain Sawada should be angry or more sassy and have access to a time machine. Alright, that's good. Whatever. Just pick something.
Okay. Wait, no. I want this stage. Balrog stage.
Okay.
In this game, Balrog the Boxer is a TV cameraman. Even though in the game he fights in his full boxing uniform. I don't know. It's kind of a mess.
I love this game.
I do too. I've come to really appreciate it after playing it so much. Oh god, Vega's really annoying to fight against.
Nice. I get to be annoying.
Yeah, he's got on the gray sweatpants. The art director in that thread I mentioned before said that DJ wasn't completed and they just had like placeholder art and they just had him wear these gray sweatpants that they just happen to have lying around.
And there
Like
it
they
is.
meant to do actual capture afterwards using his real outfit, but they never did. And oh man, I'm killing you.
You are.
I guess Capcom never got the word that those characters were unfinished. So that's why you end up with... Oh my god.
Why?
Those maracas were painted in.
Oh my gosh.
We're good. We're good at fighting games.
We're good at games.
Wiggle, wiggle, tap, tap.
Oh, wait till we play our next game, everybody.
Oh man, yeah. Also, the official reason T-Hawk was not filmed, even though he was in the movie, is because the artist of the fighting game hated T-Hawk and didn't like playing as him. Like he was an actual Street Fighter fan.
There you go.
The thread is called Street Fighter the Movie Broke My Heart because he was actually a huge fan of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and all those games back then, and he can't live with the fact that he made one of the shittiest Street Fighter games of all time. But then again, I think he's being really hard on himself. Like you can't anticipate the kind of difficulties you'd have in a project like this, which was already troubled outside the game. Still, that arcade game is really something.
Oh man. I'll play as who haven't we seen play?
I'll be Balrog since we haven't seen him yet.
I'll be.
I don't think we saw Ryu.
All right.
Now Ryu is this martial artist, and I don't think many of the people in the movie were officially trained in the martial arts. And Ryu in particular is... Oh, you changed your...
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. You actually... you just made yourself easier to beat, I believe.
Nice.
So let's fight on... Shit, let's just do Ken. So, weirdly enough, considering our next game, Toshinden, is not all that deep in terms of mechanics... This is probably the best fighting game to premiere on the PlayStation at launch. As weird as that is to think.
Whoa, Balrog. Chill out. I don't even... Whoa. I don't even know what I'm doing, Balrog. You can't beat me up. That's rude.
I know he has a charge. That's
I
all.
don't know how to do things in fighting games.
See, I tricked you into thinking I knew how to play this game by beating story mode, but in reality, I only know how to play Guile. I'm headbutting.
Ah! Well, Jeb Wrench is telling us that Toshinden was great. Y'all are gonna get to watch us play Toshinden, so you can...
I actually really enjoyed Toshinden.
It's
I liked
fun.
it a lot back in the day. It was the game I got when I had my PlayStation at first, and I played a ton of it as a result. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's me. I thought I was Balrog for a second. You can see how... I know, I'm just...
Jeez. Okay, you figured out the strategy, which is throwing. Throws do a ton of damage in this game, especially if you're playing as Guile. Like, if you're playing as Guile in movie battle mode, they're pretty much the only worthwhile move if you can do them, because they do so much damage compared to everything else.
Goodbye.
Somebody tell me why. Somebody tell me why.
I love that easy listening. Oh, there I go. Hey.
Hey.
Come over here.
Okay.
I'm sad. No.
Yeah!
You did the opposite of what I asked. Rude.
Cool. Let's do one more.
Okay.
And then I think we'll cut to break. This is fun.
This is
It's actually a very playable fighting game because, again, they just swapped out the sprites at Super Turbo, and it's just really goofy looking now. That's all it is.
I'll play as Blanka.
I'll be Chun-Li.
Alright. There. Now we're
Yeah.
even.
Good. What's a stage we didn't see? There was another one with goofy background characters that I can't remember at the moment. It probably wasn't this one. Oh no, this has something even better, as you'll see in a second.
Even better?
Even better than animated people.
Oh. Man, sorry, Lord BBH. I do not know Sawada's super. If I knew it, I would have done it. We would be doing it 1,000 times.
I'm sad we didn't get to see Guile's dizzy animation where he
Hey,
just...
brah! Chairman of the board, brah!
when Guile gets dizzy in this game, he stands up and starts rubbing his stomach like he has a tummy ache.
Oh, Guile! Poor baby! Okay, 2 quarter circles plus punch with full super is his super move. Sawada.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna do that after this. That sounds pretty
here,
easy.
Just kick my ass.
No, let's have a
Okay,
fight.
okay, let's have a real fight.
As I mentioned before, something better than people in this stage are the rats. There's a bunch of really big rats back there, and there's also a corpse.
Ugh. Ugh.
So
Just lifting up some furniture here.
So hey Blanka, where you want to fight? I don't know, in front of the corpse. Sounds good. You're biting me. You're biting my face.
Someone had to bite some. I gotta bite something.
Time over.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh man, you can't even show your face.
Chun-Li looks depressed.
And if you remember in the fighter select screen, Blanka is definitely green. He's not green here.
Also, we've been given a code for Akuma.
Oh, cool.
It's up R1, down L2, right L1, left R2.
Okay, you do that, and I'll do,
How do I put that in again?
Wait, I changed the controls, so that won't even work.
Yeah, we can't do it.
I'll
We don't
have to
even
do
know
that. And you pick Sawada, and I'll do his super move.
Okay.
For now, let's fight. Let's finish the fight.
Yeah.
Like Halo.
Oh, was that Halo?
Yeah, finish the fight.
I thought that was... God, I thought that was a JRPG.
Really?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, finish the fight.
I thought it was a Xenogears or Saga game.
Chun-Li, win.
Alright, let me try and enter this code. Poor ashamed Blanka. Okay, here we go. Do. Up R1, down L2, right L1, left R2. I don't think I did it.
We didn't do it. Maybe I need to do it. Yeah, we're switching.
What I'm gonna do is pick Sawada. I don't know if that code even works in
Yeah.
versus mode.
So,
So it was 2 quarter circles forward plus punch.
yeah, it's with 2 quarter circles plus punch with full super.
Okay.
Okay.
Can do.
I'll do whatever.
Go to Sawada's stage. It's his time to shine. Oh, why can I not?
Yeah, it's because I'm doing it.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. There we go.
You did it. This better be worth it. I hope this is at least as
Sawada.
good as Guile rubbing his tummy.
Oh, my tummy.
Supposedly,
poor Tum Tum.
while they were filming, like Jean-Claude Van Damme just kind of improvised some of his moves, which is why his wind pose looks so strange compared to his what it was supposed to be. Let me just charge up his meter.
Hi. Do I need to punch you, or you just gotta punch me? Hey. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, BBH.
Thanks for that. that was worth it. Well, they obviously put a lot of time into digitizing Captain Sawada.
Just flying forward like a rocket. Do it again.
That's all he does.
Oh god, and the font makes it look like shit super combo.
Shit super combo! Alright.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun here today with Street Fighter the movie. And
We're gonna keep having fun.
we're going to keep having fun with Toshinden. I hope you'll stick around. We're going to take a 10-minute break. In the meantime, please enjoy our intermission graphics. And we will set up Toshinden and show off the first 3D fighter on PlayStation. Stay tuned.